Good morning, folks. I'm Alex, and I am the Transgender blogger. This morning I wanted to put out a message. Sorry I look like crap. It's really early in the morning, but I wanted to make a post today because I know a lot of people are really struggling at the moment. People are going through some really crap stuff, and they're finding it really difficult. Now, I wanted to make this video this morning. It's often said that a druid's power lay in story and in the telling of story. Well, I wanted to speak to those of you who are really struggling. I wanted to share with you a story. It's my story. It's a story that has been very difficult for me for a number of years. Today is December the 5th, and December the 5th for me has always been a difficult day for the past 5 years. Now, the story I want to tell is not an easy one to hear. It's not an easy story to listen to, and it's not an easy story for me to tell. But it's one that I think is very valuable, and one that I think people need to hear. So 5 years ago today, in about 3 hours from now, I was living in Swindon. I was severely depressed. I was really not very well at all. In fact, to be honest, I was suicidal. I had been living with friends for a while, friends who had become family to me, and my depression was such at the time that I was very difficult to live with. I was very difficult to engage with, and quite honestly, I believed that I would be better off dead. I believed that there was no future for me, that there was no reason to go on. It was a very difficult day. It was a day when I lost the love and respect of a woman who had been very special to me for a number of years. It was a day when I honestly felt more alone in this world than I have ever felt before. Now, I'm telling you this story 5 years later, and as you may have guessed, I survived. I didn't die. And the reason I'm telling this story 5 years later is because I want to tell people who might be struggling, who might be feeling suicidal, who might be feeling that there's no reason to go on, that there is. That feelings, while completely valid and very real, are not your reality. Those feelings that you have don't own you. And while I'm not going to go all hippie and say, it doesn't matter, it's just a feeling, that's not what I'm saying, okay? I know it is really, really hard when you're in that place. It's really hard to see any hint of a future, any hint of a reason to fight. But feelings are temporary. Feelings are fleeting. When you think about it, you've lived however many years you've lived. And you've had really rough times. And you've had amazing times. And none of those times are forever. None of those times are the sum of your experience. And it's okay to struggle. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be hurting, to be sad, to be depressed. It's okay. You're allowed to feel whatever you feel. And those feelings are yours, and they're valid. But don't let them win. Because 5 years from now, you might be sitting here making a video, just like the one I'm making now. And you might be grateful that you didn't go. I know I am. I still suffer from depression. I still live with days when I feel really, really crap about myself, about not being enough, not being good enough, not being pretty enough, or funny enough, or any of those things. Just not enough. But I'm grateful I didn't end it. I'm grateful that for all the hardship and all the pain and hurt and suffering I went through at that time, I'm grateful I'm still here. Because if I wasn't still here, I wouldn't have the most amazing friends on the planet. I wouldn't have the love of an amazing man. I wouldn't have any of the awesome experiences I've had in the last 5 years. And trust me, the past 5 years, they've been eventful. And they've been amazing. So, I wanted to say that, yeah, sometimes life is really hard. Sometimes life is really shit. But those really rough times, those really shit times, those times that you would give anything just to not exist, they're fleeting. They'll pass. You are enough to face any challenge that is before you. You are enough to be amazing. You deserve support. You deserve love. You deserve whatever help you need to get through. Yeah? And I want to reach out and I want to tell you that someone is thinking of you. Someone is rooting for you. Someone is cheerleading for you. You've got this. You're going to be okay. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, it might not be next week, but you'll be okay. Because we all are, at the end of the day. Those rough times are really rough. Sometimes they last weeks, sometimes months. But they will always pass, eventually. So hang in there. Know that someone is thinking of you, someone loves you very much, and that it's okay to reach out, it's okay to ask for support, it's okay to say, I'm not okay. Because we're all not okay sometimes. Okay? So I just wanted to leave this little message of love and tell you guys that I'm thinking of you and that I care. I'll speak to you next time.